Hey crew, welcome back. We've got something a little different. I'm going to zoom out a little bit just so we can kind of get a good picture here. I'm trying something new. This is a grading kit. This is from Degree. I've been seeing them advertised on Facebook. Everybody knows the wait times for PSA grading are crazy. There are some others out there, Beckett, and I know some others that are well respected. I just love the look of what this company is doing. I'm a sucker for branding. Make it easy for me, right? This is the kit that I sent away for. I think if you've never been a customer before, you're eligible for a free kit, and that gives you 5 cards for $50. So it's essentially $10 a card to get them graded. I'm excited. I have a couple of cards here that we pulled recently that I think would just be better graded. I'm interested in seeing the grading process. I'll be honest, I've never had a card graded before. Getting back into the hobby, back when I was in it as a kid, I'm sure grading was a thing, but I don't think a lot of people were doing it. So, now obviously it adds value to specific cards. So, looking to see what that process is all about. They did not sponsor this review. I'm doing this on my own. Just sharing this experience with you to see how it goes, right? So this is Peel, Seal, Send. It's that easy. Bloop is their mascot. He looks kind of cool. They do all sorts of cards, not just sports. Obviously, they do Pokemon and, lots of other things as well. But, so if you're a collector of any kind, I mean, these are, very cool. I think one of the things that I've been reading as I've been learning more about them, I've heard people say the turnaround times are really good. I've heard people say that their standards are pretty high because they have folks who, I've just seen opinions from folks who have worked for PSA before or have had PSA grading done before, just felt that, some of the things that they've seen from this company are really good. And it's worth trying out. So here's what you get. You get your box. This I just love. I love the branding. The green and black is so slick. All right. So they send you the cases and some cardboard protection to put your cards in. I've got. We'll have to maybe blur that out. We don't need you all showing up in my house. So the first submission, 5 for $50. Obviously, we can cover that up. I've already told you all I'm in Maryland, but I don't need anybody on my front lawn. All right, so you could also do bulk, a 10-card minimum for $12 each. That's a good deal as well. So if if I'm doing future grading, if I like what they put out here, I may do the same another submission of bulk cards. So yeah, I mean, I think this may be a good thing here. So let's. Yeah, so this just kind of shows you the value. I didn't really know what I was going to send in or how much it was going to be, so I just opted for $500 of insurance coverage. That's $100 a card. That should be more than enough for what I'm sending in. I don't think anything I'm sending in is too crazy. Maybe $40, $50 a card if they grade well. Some of them may be over 100, 200, possibly, based on what I've seen, but those are eBay listings, so you never really know. So I just picked 500. It's kind of arbitrary, but you can kind of pick if you have more knowledge of what your graded card would go for. You can do that. And there's all the fine print. I'll read that on my own. I won't share that with you. So this is what happens. They send a label, and this is my return shipping label. I'll try to get that out of there. There's my address again, so you all can show up at my front door. All right, and then here is the protection. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Oh, that's cool. So they basically send these sleeves have the little, I'll try to hold them up there, have the little tab on them, right here. So you can easily pull them out of the top loaders. And so the card goes in here, and then the protective card goes in the top loader, and then it's easy for their staff to remove it to do the grading, I assume. So let's look at the cards I'm going to send in. All right. And this, I just picked some random ones that we pulled recently. And so one of those is the Ripken. This is one that we pulled. And obviously, I mean, these cards, there's a lot of them out there. This one is just in exceptionally good shape. It is the error where they spelled his name wrong. So I don't know if this will grade out. I mean, I've seen them listed, you know, 20, 30, 40 bucks, just depends. So, you know, if I'm going to pay $10 to get this graded, you know, that might be worth it for me. I don't know. Obviously, having never gone through the process before, I actually pulled 2 of these recently. This one is the best of the 2. I don't really see any flaws other than maybe this little bit down there, if you could see that with the lighting. That's really the only flaw that I see on the card. It was very hard to pick up. I only noticed it because the light shined right through it. But, you know, for a 1992 card, this is in pretty dang good shape. And look, if it doesn't grade out super well, then, you know, I will just learn more about the process. So we're going to go ahead and pack that one in. Perfect. All right. I'm going to set in the Nolan Ryan No Hit King. I mean, I think this one's pretty centered. You know, there is a little bit like, and I'm not sure if this is because of the cut or just because of the print, but like the name here is a little off center, but I think all the ones that I've seen online do look like that. It's in amazing shape for the age. This is the 1990 Leaf. I mean, it's in pristine condition. So I've seen a few of these graded and, you know, listed for sale. Again, that $30, $45 range. Just depends, I guess, on how it grades out. So I'm going to try to sneak that one in there. All right. This one I'm just curious about, right? I love David Justice. I loved pulling this card. You know, this was a fun pull. The card itself is in great shape. I know this is obviously junk wax, but this rookie, excellent condition. I don't really see any issues that I can tell here. The corners are all good. There's maybe one little flaw in that corner. I don't know. I might change my mind on this one. We'll see. Let's load up the next one while we think on that one. I might be changing my mind. I have a backup card if I do. So we did pull the Taijuan Walker. At the time we did the video, I wasn't even up to speed on what the pinks were, but they're numbered. 22 out of 50 is this one. So you know, this is a good pull. Obviously, it's one of the pinks parallels from this 2015 set. Taijuan Walker's not like, you know, a huge star, but he's definitely made a name for himself with the Phillies and is doing well when he's healthy. And so I'm very interested just to see what that one grades out, being what it is. All right, this is a fun one. Look, everybody loves Jesse Pinkman, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get that as well. Oh man, the dogs are barking. Somebody's at the front door. I may have to pause this and come back. Alright. I'm going to pause. Alright, I'm back. Always a good time when a neighbor comes over and tells you her son was shooting his BB gun. And the other neighbor got mad. So she was giving me a heads up in case he said something. Nothing like a little neighborhood drama. I think, anyway, we were here. We have Jesse. Aaron Paul from the Allen and Ginter. I've seen some crazy prices for this on eBay. I don't really think it's going to fetch that much, but I'm really curious about it. It's in great shape for what it is. I'm going to send it in, see what they say. And I have changed my mind. I'm not going to send that David Justice because I do see another flaw in it as I'm looking at it. So we'll hope we pull another one from a future pack. So we're going to send in the Roger Clemens. I've seen some of these in the $40 range and above. So for me, that's worth it. Taking the time to send this in. This does not have any of the little flaws that the Cal Ripken did. So, I'm assuming if they catch those little ones on the Ripken, it may hurt it a little bit. But, we'll see what happens here with the Clemens. It's also, for a 92 card, it is in pretty amazing shape. So, look, here's what happens. We put these, now that they've been inserted into the easy pulls, now they can go in the top loader. I'm just trying to be really careful so that, we don't have any mishaps with these cards. That tab is really great to be able to pull in and out like that. That's so key for not damaging these. I'm going to go ahead and just stack them here between my cardboard. We'll get these loaded up. Say goodbye to Jesse. And when these come back, we'll see how the grading goes. We'll look at the slab quality. I've heard they're great things about them. That they're just awesome quality. I'm going to go ahead and get, some more pricing info on what these would be if they grade out. And just see if we can list them and see if we get anything for them. I'm excited to see what happens. I haven't really gone the route of selling cards since getting back into the hobby. It's not really why I do it. I do it just to relive memories mostly. So, but if I can cover some of my costs, by selling a few cards here and there or giving some away, I may save them and give them away in a future video. You never know. Like and subscribe, and you might be able to get yourself a Jesse Pinkman card, or maybe that Taijuan Walker's your thing. Maybe you're a Phillies fan tuning in. I know it's not in the Phillies uniform, but it's a nice card. We'll see what happens when I get them back and see how they grade out. I'll see what my options are. Hopefully I can at least break even on the $50 and. Maybe make a little more to cover the cost of buying up some of these other boxes that I'm going after on Facebook Marketplace to make this channel something special. So, I'll go ahead and get that around there, and get that around there. And look, they're all secure, ready to go. We're going to go ahead, pack them up. I'm going to fill out my paperwork. It looks like mostly filled out, but I'm just going to see if there's anything else I need to add. I'm probably have to sign something on there. I'll get that done off camera so I don't show you the license for another time, or my address for a millionth time, and have to blur that out. But here, this is it. Pretty much that's it. You put it back in. Looks like there's an adhesive strip on the top here, so we'll end up closing this up. We'll seal that up like that. And then we'll put the label over the old label and drop that in the mail. And I'm told it'll be back pretty quickly, especially compared to PSA. Here we go. Pretty quickly, especially compared to PSA. And I think we'll see what happens, and we'll get you a follow-up video with the quality of the slabs and anything that I learned from the process. So we'll unbox those when they get back. Awesome. Thanks. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss that follow-up.